Hi everyone, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel. I'm always in thrift shops looking for home decor items that fit my aesthetic for a lot less than retail. And this week I'm directly comparing Pottery Barn items with my thrifted and DIY versions. So come along for this Pottery Barn thrift shop challenge. So diving right in today, the first thing that I want to talk about are baskets. I found recently these two matching seagrass woven baskets that were at Trosa Thrift Shop, and these are comparable to the Charleston hand-woven seagrass utility baskets on Pottery Barn's website. These come in two different sizes, and the ones that I found are comparable to the medium size shown here, which are $29.50 per basket. So the ones at the thrift shop were $4.99 each, so I brought both of those home. Honestly, that was a little more than I would normally pay for a smaller size basket, but since there were two of these, I thought it was worth it. They are very sturdy and in good shape, and I like how the handles have that little wrap detail. I think I prefer the more rounded edges of my baskets over the Charleston baskets, and I'm going to be using these for now inside of this Nathan James storage cabinet that I got recently. I think these will be great for sorting some of the educational toys and materials that I keep in this cabinet. So overall, while these retailed for $29.50 for the Pottery Barn version, mine were $4.99 each, and I think that they make a good comp. Next up, I found this set of 6 wooden napkin rings at a thrift shop for $2.99. Now as you can see, there are 3 of one type and 3 of a slightly different pattern. I actually kind of like that. I would mix and match them at the table, and they reminded me of the Chateau Acacia Wood ring set at Pottery Barn. These are 4 and these are $29.50 for the set of 4. I think that mine are pretty comparable, so again I paid $2.99, but I can also see a yard sale sticker on these that was 50 cents. So just goes to show how yard sales are usually the cheapest and next are thrift shops, but still think this was a pretty good deal for $2.99 for the set, and I'm just going to alternate them on the table if I use all 6. And as you can see, these look great with pretty much any napkin you want to put with. This just standard wooden ring is really great to have, and the comp breaks down to $29.50 for 4 versus $2.99 for 6. Next, I want to show you this piece of eucalyptus garland that I found at a yard sale one Saturday recently. This was only $1 from the box, and I thought that this reminded me of this faux seated eucalyptus wreath from Pottery Barn. These are different sizes, but for the 24-inch, this is $149. Now, I actually already have a 24-inch wreath, a grapevine style wreath, so I'm just going to be placing this eucalyptus right on top of that and using some wire to secure it in 4 different spots. Next, I'm also going to be adding these white roses. Now, I found this bundle inside of this vase for $4.99 a while back, and some of you may remember the video where I showed you those, and I showed you how I use my handheld steamer to bring these back to life to get out any wrinkles and also to just fluff them up and open them up and make them look more realistic. So I had been styling those for a while but swapped them back into storage, so they are freed up now for me to use on this wreath. So I'm just folding them over near the head and tucking them into the grapevine wreath and staggering them around the wreath just for a little added touch. And I think that this wreath, while not directly the same as the Pottery Barn version, is very pretty. It looks nice on the door. Now, I have a glass storm door, so I use these magnetic hooks. I'm not sure if you've seen these. If it might be useful for you, I will link those below from Amazon. But in any case, I really like this eucalyptus wreath. This is perfect for spring, and mine was $5.99 for the roses plus the eucalyptus versus $149. Next, I want to talk about Pottery Barn's linen wrapped color pack book packs. Now, these are $350, and what they are bundles of linen wrapped books that are between 7 and 9 books is what you get when you order one of these, and you can order in different colors. They are lovely, they are very aesthetically pleasing, but you're not promised which books you're actually going to get in those sets. So what I would recommend instead is thrift shopping for books. You can find them already in very pretty covers, and this one is an art book that I picked up for 25 cents. It has a nice textured linen weave, so sometimes you just come across them like this that you can style as are, but I did want to show you that if you can't find the exact colors that you're looking for, you can always wrap your own in fabric. So I picked up 2 of these IKEA curtain panels from Goodwill a while back, and here are the prices at my local Goodwill. They may vary from yours slightly, but here the curtains for sets of 2 panels are $4.19. So these were large and long panels with plenty of fabric for me to use for this purpose. So I recovered a couple of books, as you can see here, just using my hot glue gun. I have 2 of these styled over here on this hutch, but honestly I could make a lot more with the fabric that I have. So for the comparison, I'm just going to say $4.19 versus $349, but in all honesty, I could make multiple sets like that with the amount of fabric that I actually have. Next up, take a look at this modern shower curtain rod from Pottery Barn's website. I do think that this is very pretty, and I like the idea of a warm gold accent color, especially in a bathroom. This curtain rod is a tension style, and it is $59, but I did find this one on Amazon. As you can see, I purchased it. I got this for $30, which is $29 less than the Pottery Barn version, and I like the color a lot more. Also, take a look at this European linen cotton shower curtain from Pottery Barn. Also really pretty. I love the oatmeal color of this. This is standard 72-inch length for $55. So over on Amazon for $35, I found a very similar shower curtain, but it's actually 78 inches long, and it's also $20 less. So it's very similar in the color. It might not be exactly that oatmeal of the Pottery Barn one, but very similar. I wanted a longer shower curtain just so I could do the same thing as we're doing with our curtains on our windows and hanging them higher. I wanted to be able to do that in my bathroom and hang it higher than the actual shower, just to give it a more luxurious and elegant feel. So this is the shower curtain bar as I'm pulling it out, and I again absolutely love the color of it in that warm gold. I also picked up some different rings than what come with it. These are just black rings that I thought had a little bit of visual interest around the sides. And after I've hung it up, which was super fast and easy with the tension rod, I think that it looks nice and elegant in this bathroom, and it adds about 6 inches that I'm able to go up versus my old shower curtain. So for my version from Amazon, the rod plus the curtain, $65, and it is about 6 inches longer than the one retailing for $114 together at Pottery Barn. So I've just taken off my old shower curtain, which was this waffle weave. And I had a thought. So I have it in here in the bedroom, spread out and folded, and I'm just thinking that this is just 100% cotton. It's very pretty. I was just about to put it in my donate pile for the next time I go to the thrift store. But then I was thinking, wait a minute, they sell waffle weave towels like this, and this is pretty thick, you know, this is pretty nice. So looking at the Pottery Barn version of theirs, I think I can create essentially the same thing with this fabric. So I'm going to make 2 bath towels, although you could also make hand towels. I'm just going to cut it down the middle like this, and then I'm going to have 2 bath towels that are actually several inches longer and wider than the Pottery Barn version. And the Pottery Barn version is $57 a towel. So I'm going to go and wash this and then get started. So all I have to do with this is first to cut off the grommeted section from the top part, and then I just cut it directly in half with the remaining section. And after some quick stitches to just make a simple hem on the parts that I had cut, I have hung one of these in my guest bath, and I really love the way that this looks as a towel. I think it's really luxurious looking and very inviting with the texture in the bathroom. Or if you didn't actually want this to be a towel that was used by guests, you could always just roll something like this up in a basket and have it as more of an aesthetic accent in your bathroom. That's what I'm actually going to be doing with these. Not that they can't be used, but just that I think that they look really pretty in the basket. So retail $57 each, and mine were sort of free because I used a shower curtain I already had on hand. So something that you can always save a lot on by thrifting instead of buying new are picture frames. So this wooden gallery frame from Pottery Barn comes in different colors, but for a 16 by 20, they're currently running $99 each. Now I'm sure that they're very nice. They do come with picture frame matting with them in different sizes, which is nice. But if you pick up a thrifted frame and you don't have matting with it and you don't want to splurge on buying matting, which can be expensive by itself, you can always make make some out of poster board. I got some pieces of poster board for $1 each from our local Dollar General, and here I am just actually tracing out the section in the middle, the size that I want to be able to reveal there for this different project. Now I'm using an X-Acto knife to very, very carefully cut out that center section. I'm taking my time so that it's nice and neat because any imperfection here will probably be noticeable. So after I have that out nice and smoothly, I'm just taking my initial size. This is the matting that came with the picture frame I got in this case, and I'm tracing around that and cutting that out with just some regular scissors. And what I've done is just made myself a piece of nice oversized matting in this case, and that's what you can do if you pick up a frame that doesn't come with matting but you would like some. In my case, I actually found this 16 by 20 frame at the thrift shop, and I liked how it was the thin wood. A lot of times I'm finding the chunkier frames lately, but of course the more trendy thing is the thin frame, so that's what I'm kind of keeping my eye out for. This was $5.99, and it does have a little bit more of an orangey color than I would like, but I'm pretty sure I can change that up, so I picked it up anyway. And what I'm trying first is just spraying it with Easy Off. I have a giant piece of cardboard out here just to spray over so I can get as little on the ground as possible, but I'm just giving it a really good douse all the way around and then waiting about 20 minutes for that to settle in, and you can come back and kind of brush that off, and it usually takes a lot of those tones out of the wood. After the time has passed, I'm coming back, getting it nice and wet, and then just scrubbing it with this brush that I save exactly for this purpose. And I'm, in this case, going to be printing out a landscape to put in this, so I'm just going to my local CVS with this image that I purchased from North Prints. Now the Easy Off method usually gets more color than this out. Honestly, it didn't work for me super well this time, but I wanted to show you what you can do in case it doesn't get as much out for you. You can give it a paint wash on top of that. So I just have this color by Sherwin-Williams here called Logia. It could be any sort of cream color like this though. I've mixed it about half and half with some water and stirred that up. And so for a paint wash, instead of painting it on fully, I'm just wiping it on. I like to just use a paper towel. I'm just kind of wiping that watered down paint on and then flipping the paper towel over and wiping some of it back off. And what's left behind is just this wash over the wood that really cancels out a lot of the yellow and orange tones and leaves it looking perfectly like I wanted it. Now I'm just working on the actual print that I had printed out at my local CVS. It looks great, and I always order in gloss finish because I can pick it up the same day, but I don't actually want it to be gloss finish. I want it to be matte, so I like to go ahead and do the Mod Podge method of this, painting Mod Podge right over top, and I kind of try and follow the strokes of whatever the painting is, and once this dries, it makes it look more like a real painting, as well as covers up any gloss finish that you have and mattifies it. My husband actually chose this landscape from North Prints, and I agree, it's so beautiful. So I think that it looks really great in this nice kind of washed out thin wooden modern looking frame. And what I would like to do right here is actually to stack this with a slightly smaller landscape of some sort directly above it. I do still need to source that though. I haven't found just the right piece, but I'm just showing you with this other one that I have that has a home elsewhere in our house right now, just what it would kind of look like. So for my version, the thrifted frame plus the print came out to $18.88 versus the retail would be about $99 from Pottery Barn. That about wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment letting me know what you enjoyed. In the meantime, have a great week, and I will see you at the next video.